Hello, we are back here again on another venture into Puzzle Land. Now, the work I've done today is quite minimal. I just felt like I needed a break, and so took it. I also drank some chicken soup today, so my shits are gonna be fantastic. Imagine just what's it like? I don't know. This whole conversation is very. Oh. Boom. There we go. Anything of note? I mean, not really, of course. You know, c'est la vie, right? Okay. Man, I'm tired. Oh, I had a dream. I should probably tell you the dream before I forget it. Cause I've been having really vivid dreams as of late. Like 95% of the time, not even 95, more like almost always. I do not remember the dreams that I have. Like when I wake up, I'm just too preoccupied with life in general that I just can't remember what I dreamt, even if it was vivid. But here, over the last few days, like the past 3 days or so, I've just had vivid as hell dreams, and I feel I just need to tell someone before they all disappear, because it's not always that I have such great dreams, and I want to remember them, because it's gotten to that point where I'm looking for any sense of stimulation. And especially for someone as bored of the world as I am, having such dreams, it is quite memorable. Boom, there we go. So, in today's dream, I don't know if I began the dream here. It's always, you never know when a dream starts, right? It's always you find yourself in the middle of it. I remember someone else said that once. Don't ascribe that to me. But I found myself in this tunnel. It wasn't a big tunnel. It was like one of those just like little tunnels that it's gotta make way for a train track or something. So I'm here in this tunnel, and it's one of those. Oh no. It was it was a train track tunnel. Like, the part below was where the train ran. And I remember it being one of those tunnels, like one of those stations, those train stations, where just is not what's the word, like, it's just not spacious, not spacious, not spacious, like, I can't find the words, like, it was just, oh, cool.
Do you have any restaurant?
No?
Well, we can just go whatever. We can go every restaurant we're about to. Do you have any direction you wanted?
No. Oh, I see.
Oh, no.
I know. I got some chicken soup. Yes, I got some chicken soup. So I remember the tunnel was very dilapidated. It looked like it had no funding. Yeah. So, and what I mean by that is that there was just no proper fencing. Well, of course there isn't any fencing. But especially here, there was just no boundary, I suppose, between the track and the platform on which one waited. And it was a very short platform. You had to, like, literally... No! God fucking damn it. You literally had to like hug the tunnel wall to stay up, because not only was it extremely thin, it was tilted. It was like questionable in its stability, and I think that was part of the reason why I decided to do what I did, although you can't really explain anything in a dream. So what I did was, instead of waiting there, because apparently I wanted to take the train, I decided to go and just jump into, like, the area that was like, I decided to, like, jump into, like, that little trough where the train tracks are. Apparently there was this huge area, not really huge, but it was, like, relatively large area between the wall of the tunnel and, like, the surrounding stones and everything, and the train tracks itself. So that meant I could, like, I could just go right to the, I'm not describing this really well, right? Maybe it's because I gotta, like, do both things at once. I gotta, yeah. But yeah, it was just, okay. You can tell I'm just awful at stuff like this. So I had to, I jumped down into the tunnel itself, and then over there, I decided to go to where I wanted to go by foot. Right? So instead of riding the train, I would just go there on foot, and I would try my best to avoid the train tracks. Because apparently they are really busy. Like, you have one coming along every 5 seconds or so. It's actually logically strange how I decided not to take it, but that's out of the question. So, wow, I got that. So you have me just wandering about in this like abyssal dark void section of the train tracks, and I've got no fear apparently. I would be fucking like paranoid as all hell if I were to try this in real life, but in this dream I was Mr. Confident here, in that I just did it. I just went all along the train tracks, not even like feeling any sort of fear, and I reached like to the above ground. Apparently, the train tracks went to the above from where I was going, and in this little section, they apparently it led right to a community college. So here I am in this community college that I just don't know at all, having just emerged from the train track just out of nowhere. And I'm not scared. But here are all these students of the community college, and apparently I emerged not in like the actual entrance, but like in some strange far away like area of the community college. And this area had the what is it, the some sort of forging thing. Not, it was like a glass making part. Apparently this community college had this whole section, whole red brick building dedicated to the act of glass making, and apparently nothing else, or not really glass making, just like blacksmithing. So this whole section in the community college was dedicated just to blacksmithing. So of course you got all these vats of like literally liquid metal just sitting there, and people are like going about all like working on their metals, like doing all sorts of stuff. And I'm still following the train tracks, but I'm inside this like this area, so I'm like conscious that I need to follow like the overall what's it called, like the path. I can't like stray off the path, otherwise like they'd arrest me or something, because I'm suspicious as all hell being here. So I'm here in this area, and it's quite surreal. But what's even more surreal is that, the train is still going through this area. For some odd reason, the train is just snaking throughout this building. It's like they built the building around the train tracks such that you have these random like doorways, not even doorways, but like doorways without doors, let's just say. And in these doorways without doors, you have these train tracks that just go through all throughout the floor of this building and just snake all the way through it. And there's no fence, there's no like warning signs. It's just, if this was in real life, you'd have 1,000 OSHA warnings, and this place would be shut down immediately. I can tell you that. And so, literally on every single little part where I have to cross a train track, I would hear a distant train horn, and then like like a millisecond after I took my foot off the track, a train would literally come speeding past. What?
You coming?
No. Oh my god. So, yeah. Where was I? Oh, it was in this part where we gotta cross the speeding trains. Yeah, I remember having to literally dodge like 7 trains during my little foray there. And, it was very nerve-wracking. And after this, I came to the end of this little warehouse section, and I went through this door. And this door went like to this little lounge. No, this little, not, it was a small room. It was like this transitional room between 2 larger areas. And I don't know, maybe I was doing something illegal, but like suddenly the door opened.
No, but not.
No. Oh my god, fucking hell. Alright. So, yeah, I was in this little area, this little in-between area, and suddenly the door to the other area, which I had not been in yet, opened, right? And at that time, this transitional area had its lights closed. And, I panicked, because apparently I wasn't supposed to be here, and I just make a mad dash to like go to the floor. And like I went to the floor in this section of the room that had this rack of clothes. Apparently there was this rack of clothes here. And then like all of a sudden these figures from the other area which I had just been in also came in, and maybe some figures from the area I had not been in also came in, and they just started like sitting there. Maybe they're on a work break or something. So they just started sitting there. And me, thank God they didn't turn on the lights. Why am I saying thank God for something that was in a fucking dream? But yeah, like, apparently no one went to check their clothes, so I was just hiding there. And during this process of hiding, I had to remain as still and quiet as possible. So, you know, I'm naturally gifted at such trivial tasks like staying quiet. So, you know, this was my forte. And thankfully, my forte came in handy, even in this dream, because no one noticed me. And then, like, a few minutes later, everyone just walked out, maybe continued working somewhere over there. So, and then, like, after everyone left, you know, I decided to come out of hiding. I dust myself off, because apparently I'm dusty. And then I decide to enter that room that I was not in, the next room, and it was just, it was, apparently it was this, like, area for, like, it felt like another break room, and there were these figures here. And they were all very distinct. It looked like they were characters. I think one of them looked like a mob boss, and another looked like it felt like, I don't know. All I remember was the mob boss, because, you know, he has a important part in the story. But yeah, like, everyone was just sitting there in these low, like, chairs. They're the type of chairs that you'd see in this college setting, and I saw, like, they all looked very disgruntled. It felt like they were like the bottom class, like those who had been badly treated by society at large and wanted to stand up for themselves, you know, that sort of group. And one of them beckoned me to him. It was the mob boss. And this guy says he's got a plan, because he wants to, you know, cause a revolution type sort. And he wants me to be like the instigator. And he would instigate that by planting a poisonous pill inside someone's drink, because apparently that works at instigating. I don't know why or how, but that does. And he gives me this pill, and it's in this, like, commercial packaging, because apparently he got it online or, like, in a store surprisingly easily. And you know, I take the pill. It's a green pill. And he commands me to slip it inside the drink of someone at the party that's going on next door. And I say yes, because apparently I'm part of this group. And I go there to the party, which I have to go back to where I came from. So apparently something's changed, and now there's a party outside. It's like one of those work parties where everyone's calm and collected, and everyone's talking and mildly having a good time. And all the while I'm walking over there, and I'm like opening up the package and freeing the pill with one of my hands. I remember it was my left hand. It was in my pocket. I'm just rustling my hand in that pocket, just like freeing that pill from that package. And someone comes up to me and he says, "What are you doing, man?" And I say, I'm jerking off." And he says like, "Ha, nice one." Apparently that got me off. Not literally. I mean, that got me off his tail, you know. I mean, that got him off my tail. That's how it works, right? Yeah. So I tell him that, and he's so amused that he just leaves me alone, which, I mean, the security they have in this place is just non-existent. And so I go there, and it's like I locate the guy that I'm trying to poison. I go up to him, and then like after that it gets all fuzzy, because right at that moment I think I woke up. So yeah, that was my dream. I don't think there's a moral to this story. Dreams rarely have morals, let's be honest. I mean, we have done tremendous progress here. I mean, I do have work. How long has it been? 27 minutes? I'll stop at 30. But yeah, that was my dream from today. I just felt it needed to be recorded because, you know, this is a special moment, man. I rarely have dreams like this. And even if it means nothing, it's a special moment. I mean, let's stop a bit early, because, number one, I kind of need to eat this soup. Although, in the following vlog, I will probably eat the soup as well to quench my thirst, so to speak. Alright, see you guys in a bit, alright? I will prepare for the blog. Well, I won't prepare shit, because I don't prepare really for blogs. Okay. Coolio beans, I suppose. Why am I still going? I don't know, I'm feeling adventurous. Alright, let's stop this.